All right. What's up, everyone, and good evening. What's up, mga ka-investor? Good evening, and welcome back to another Investor Live session. It's been a minute. It's been a while since we've last gone live. I think this is a great reason to do so. We have something really big in store for everyone. And first and foremost, before I begin, I would like to call on my co-host, right, to join me right on the stream. Of course, no one other than Mr. Kahane. So, Kahane, pasok ka sa stream, bro. What's up? Good evening.
Alright, what's up? Good evening, everyone.
Oh, nice. So, hi everyone. Good evening. It's been a while. Guys, pa-comment naman if everything is clear on your end, if none of us are lagging, and if everything is smooth sailing. So, our agenda I just want to share something really quick. No, I know what you guys are really here for. It's really to learn right from our partners over at ATRAM. But I don't think na share ko to Kahane before. When I was starting out, not even in the markets, but if people who know my journey pagdating sa trading, pagdating sa investing, they would know that I started in the markets at 16 years old, and which was a very long time ago. First year college, and my first investment was in stock market. I was in Ayala Land. That's usually how I begin my story when people ask me how I began as a trader, right? But something that I realized ko lang now that we have all of this going on is hindi talaga yun yung pinakasimula, right? It actually all started when I was 15. So high school pa ako nun. Right? And I was looking for something to invest in the long term. Kasi dati hindi pa short-term trader yung mentality ko. Nung mas bata pa ako kasi yung mga mainstream na tinuturo is really sina Warren Buffett and mostly long-term investing. And what I came upon was unit investment trust funds or UITFs. So that's actually what I made as my first investment. But syempre, small amount lang. I was still a student back then. But ayun, and it's something really cool to recall that's our topic, right? For today. Ikaw ba bro, nung nagsisimula ka, same ka rin, parang long term, tas naging, paano ka ba nag-start?
Actually bro, medyo baliktad tayo kasi parang dati when I started, na-expose kasi kagad ako kala JC, kala Z-Freak, so parang sobrang short term, diba? But then, as time went on, parang mas natuto about MF, about UITFs, yung mga long-term investments, and wala lang, parang na-realize ko lang na solid pala sila, na solid safety net sila for us traders.
Yeah, especially for those na syempre don't always have the time to monitor everything, the micro details, those who full-time jobs, or those who really just want to invest for the long term. Right, so I think our topic today is perfect for that. Right? So di ko na papatagalin pa. I know what everyone is here for, and now I'd like to quickly introduce our speaker for today's live, for today's webinar. Right? So our speaker for today is Ericka Niñon. So Ericka is a business development manager of ATRAM, responsible for marketing the funds of ATRAM to wholesale partners. So prior to ATRAM, she was an assistant manager for BPI, where she managed all operational aspects including distribution, customer service, administration, and sales. So Ericka took up BS Economics at UP Diliman, where she finished cum laude. So Ericka is a certified investment solicitor, a certified UITF sales personnel, and is taking up the 1-year course on trust operations and investment management of the Trust Institute of the Philippines. Right? So to talk about tech trends and fund investing, I would like to call onto the stream and give the floor to our speaker for today, Miss Ericka Niñon. So there you go. Hi Ericka, good evening.
Hi Toma, hi Kahane. Good evening to you guys and
Alright,
to our participants today.
Yun. Alright, so Ericka, whenever you're ready, please feel free to share your screen, and we'd like to give you the floor so you can begin with your presentation for everyone.
Sure.
Alright, so Kahane, pop up na lang. There we go.
Yeah, hi to all and good evening everyone. I think I could start na on our presentation for today. Thank you again for inviting us over at your platform here at Investa. And I hope everyone's feeling great now despite the weather today. And I'll move over now to our presentation for tonight. So for today's session, we would be covering the following pointers in relation to fund investing. So first, we would be looking at its fundamentals, then a quick history lang of investing, then an introduction, yun nga sa sinasabi ni Toma kanina, na UITFs. And a gift to our participants today are our top picks of funds that we see are good for long-term investing. So to start off this webinar, let us define first what's investing in its most basic essence. So for those who are new to investing, according to Investopedia, investing is deploying capital towards projects or activities that are expected to generate positive financial returns over time. So basically, it involves in putting your money to work in assets or projects or ventures that have potential to grow in value over time. And there are many different ways actually to invest. So it's as simple as opening a savings account at a bank, investing in stock markets, or if you're into buying bonds, or through what we call fund investing, all of which will be dependent on what kind of goals our participants have in mind today. So to give a bit of a history lang in terms of our theme today, na technology, a history of investing, it has actually undergone significant transformation. So it's particularly in the way individuals have accessed and participated in the financial markets. And actually, one notable aspect of this evolution is yung shift niya from traditional methods of investing, such as, before, tatawag ka pa ng broker, to having it on your phone or using technology as your best friend in accessing these financial markets. So, before kasi, you have to call pa yung pag mag-i-invest ka in stocks or other financial instruments, you have to call your brokerage firm pa, or you have a stockbroker na contact pa, and you would have to communicate over the phone to put in your orders, put in your buy and sell, and have these parang traditional brokers execute your trades on your behalf. And it's actually very time-consuming before, and it required a direct line of communication between the investors and the brokers. So with the rise of the internet in the 1990s for our participants today, nag-open up talaga yung era of investing for our retail participants. And ngayon nga, there are even online trading platforms enabling individuals to access their financial markets and place their trades without actually needing for a traditional brokers. This is very empowering to the investors because now they have great control over the investments, they have real-time market information, and yung ability na mag-execute lang sila ng trades habang nakaupo sa sofa, habang nasa bahay, di ba? At lahat na nga tayo, we already have smartphones, and these mobile technology further accelerated the accessibility of investing. Right now, with mobile apps, investors had the flexibility to monitor their portfolios, receive real-time market updates, and execute trades on the go. So yun yung significant na convenience yung nag-expand talaga ng reach of investing. And it actually attracted a larger base of investors, such as yung mga nakikinig sa atin today, hopefully. But however, despite these technological advancements, as investors, we must not forget yung fundamentals of investing. Kahit gaano pa ka-convenient yan. We look upon ourselves to define what our goals are. We look at it in different questions. Do we see our goals as wealth accumulation? We see it for our retirement planning, for funding yung children's education, purchasing some assets, or just generally generating passive income. With proper financial planning, along with these investment opportunities, you can help grow your resources over time. And these are some ways to ask or assess yourself in terms of before you start investing. So first is, how much money do you want to accumulate? Gaano ba kadami yung gusto mong i-grow. How long will it take? Or how long are you willing to invest? How much risk are you willing to assume? And are you willing to make the necessary sacrifices in order to achieve those goals? And then another question you might also have to ask yourself is, are your goals reasonable? Baka naman gusto mong kumita ng sobrang laki tapos konti lang yung time frame mo, di ba? Parang posible naman yun. And then, what are the consequences if you don't actually reach your goals? And by doing this, you can identify what kind of investor are you. So, when it comes to investing, it's actually important to understand your risk tolerance, your investment horizon, your attitude towards investing. And these factors will help you determine the type of investments that are best suited for you. So the first factor to consider when you're finding your investor type is your risk tolerance. Ano ba yung risk tolerance? Risk tolerance refers to your willingness and adaptability to take on risk when investing. So some people are, medyo risk averse sila or parang ayaw nila ng masyadong risk. And sometimes they want investment opportunities to play it safe and invest in lower risk investments. And some, medyo risky naman sila and they are comfortable on taking higher level of risk in order to achieve higher potential return. So, iba-iba naman ang mga tao, di ba? So, the second factor is actually to consider finding your investment type is your investment horizon or yung length na yung hold out mo yung investment mo. If you have a long investment horizon, you may take on more risk kasi pwede ka pang mag-recover. You have a lot more time to recover from potential losses. On the other hand, if shorter naman yung investment horizon mo, you may want to invest in lower risk investments since you won't have much time to recover from such losses. And lastly, the third factor you could consider when finding your investor type is actually your attitude. Some people kasi are laid back and yun nga, prefer to take a passive approach to investing, while others may be more focused or prefer to actively manage their investment. So if you're more focused and enjoy actively managing your portfolio, you may actually find joy in investing in individual stocks or mutual funds. In the realm of investing kasi, there are different types of investments available, each with their own characteristics, risk levels, and potential returns. So it's important for individuals to have a basic understanding of these investment options, and by combining the type of investor you are plus the goals that you have in mind, you can actually lead in choosing the right investment type for you. So here in your screens, you can actually see different types of investment opportunities. So for those who are laid back towards investing, you may actually prefer to invest in our funds or yung UITFs that we will be discussing for today. So, ayan. So for fund investing is actually ideal for individuals who have limited time and expertise or interest in devising their own investment strategies. So by investing into a fund and delegating the investment decision to a fund manager, investors are able to benefit in numerous ways. So how does it benefit ba yung mga investors natin when you enter fund investing or into UITFs? So in UITF, what does UITF stand for muna? UITF stands for Unit Investment Trust Fund, which is a type of investment vehicle that pools money from different investors to invest in various financial markets such as stocks, bonds, and money market securities. So UITFs are managed by professional fund managers who invest in your behalf in a diversified portfolio of assets to achieve yung investment objectives ng fund. UITFs are great investments for new investors for several reasons. So first is accessibility. So UITFs are easy to access and invest in. So for those who may not have a lot of experience in investing, it may be an easier path for you to access the different types of assets in the market right now by investing in UITFs. Second is professional management. So UITFs are managed by a professional fund manager to have expertise and experience to make investment decisions on behalf of its investors. So sila yung mga nag-aral, nag-research about the different stocks and choose the right one for you. Kumbaga hindi mo na kailangang isipin pa which are the best stocks because different UITFs will have different stock options or fixed income options for you depending on what type of UITF it is. So next is diversification. UITFs provides investors with a diversified portfolio of assets, which helps reduce risk and increase potential returns. And lastly, kagaya nga ng sabi nito kanina, UITFs are affordable investment option. Actually, very low na nga lang yung minimum investment requirement niya, especially with the platforms that can allow investors such as you to start investing with small amounts of money. So, while investing in UITF, can offer several advantages, like any investment vehicle. It's important to understand and evaluate kung ano-ano ba yung mga risk and considerations that you may find when you invest in UITFs. So, several assets actually have several risk tolerances that we adhere to. And it's important for you to assess the risk tolerance and investment objectives and time horizons gaya ng diniscuss natin kanina before you start to invest. And once you have identified a clear financial goal and have understood your risk tolerance and actually assess your overall direction towards investing and then combine it with yung technological advancement natin, then you can actually find a suitable investment option for you. And ATRAM, along with Investa, can offer a range of investment products that cater to the diverse needs of our investors. With the rise of tech and opening of investment accounts, it's been easier than ever to execute trades online and research different investment options as you're already provided with intuitive interfaces with real-time market data and educational resources. And I hope those resources can help you make informed decisions. So here are actually the range of products that are currently being offered at Investa. So I think you can find the information at your free time, and after this webinar, you can find it at the platform and make your informed decisions based on the questions that we have previously discussed. So before I end this webinar, I just wanted to share our top picks here at ATRAM for the joiners of this webinar today. Syempre, it's our gift to you para you can have a glimpse of what we can offer in terms of the UITFs. So first in the line we have, and in line with the theme today, is the Global Tech Fund. So this fund actually is suitable for our moderately aggressive investor, and it aims to achieve long-term capital appreciation by investing in technologically centered companies. It's for those who have a longer term horizon, so medyo moderately aggressive siya because of that, and would like capital growth in over a period of time. This fund is actually invested in big tech names, Microsoft, Apple, Samsung, Amazon, to name a few. Actually, this fund, even though global equities global tech equities yung ini-invest niya, it's actually peso valuated. So even if you don't have dollars, you can start investing in this fund now. The second fund that we wanted to highlight for today's webinar is actually our Global Consumer Trends Fund. This is actually similar to our Global Tech Fund, with the exception na it's invested naman in global equities of companies that are predominantly engaged in the design, production, distribution, and products and services of consumer needs of individuals. If you want to be invested in big tech names such as Tesla, Amazon, Sony, this is actually a fund that is invested in these types of companies. And lastly, we wanted to share one of our core funds here at ATRAM, the Global Multi-Asset Fund. And this is actually a medyo balanced fund if you are more on a risk balancing na type of investor, and it's balancing risk, return, and sustainable yield in the fund itself, and focuses on assets that generate income. So for those who are medyo looking at percentages, this fund is actually at 60% equities and 40% fixed income for a more balanced approach. And yun nga, as a core fund, we believe that through tough times, it actually performed well. And what's more with this fund is it's actually dividend paying. No? So while you're invested, you're being paid your dividends while invested in the global multi-asset fund. So I guess that ends my presentation. I hope it has been very informative to our investors. And the question that we've imported kanina have been can give you a wake-up call on how you would want to start your investment. Yeah, so I guess I'll give over the floor to Toma and Kahani.
Yun. Alright. Great presentation, Ericka. Thank you so much for that. So now we have time for maybe a couple of questions for Q&A from everyone in the audience. So guys, to everyone watching now, we have time, like I said, 3 to 5 questions. And for the first 3 people to ask a question, we'll be giving you guys an investor t-shirt. So mag-isip na kayo ng question. But me and Kahani will start maybe with the first 2. No? So Ericka, I'm curious to know, especially for those who may just be hearing all about UITFs for the first time, what's the recommended holding period para sa UITF? Should I hold it for a month, a quarter, a year, maybe 5 years or more? What's the best approach para dito?
Actually, based on the discussion nga kanina, Toma, it will actually depend on our investor. So, we have various UITFs naman that can cater to different term horizon. So, may mga funds na pwedeng for short term, na 1 year, 2 years, and then there are actually funds na will perform better if you hold it in 3 to 5 years. So, we give the discretion to our investors on how long they would want to hold their investment. But for our global tech fund, yung 3 funds na in-offer namin, we see na it's better to hold in the long term. So global tech fund, we see now at 5 years, it's double-digit returns. So it's more beneficial to hold that fund, yung tech fund and consumer trends fund namin, for a long term rather than a short one.
Thanks, Ericka. Ikaw, Kahani, may question
Alright.
ka?
So, thank you for that. Tapos, for me naman, I wanted to ask, personally, ano yung mas trip mo na funds, either in the UITF space or in the MF space? Do you prefer local funds or global funds? So, which of the two?
Actually, personally, Kahani, I prefer yung global funds namin because it's invested globally and worldwide. And what's more is, it feels happy na parang you're invested in a global fund even though peso lang yung pinapang-invest mo, di ba? Parang even though you don't have dollars, you're invested. And then, personally din, Kahani, actually, just wanted to share. Medyo kasi ako, balance investor ako. So, medyo pinupush ko talaga yung global multi-asset fund because it's actually, you get both worlds. You have fixed income and equities. And alam naman natin in the investment space, parang when one asset class falls down, tumataas yung isa, di ba? So, you have that parang safety net or security when you invest in a balanced fund.
Alright, nice. Thanks for that question, Kahan. So now we have actually a couple of questions coming in from the audience. Maybe we'll start with the first one from Santi Santero. So Santi's asking, minimum to maximum fund allotment po.
Is it minimum investment? Tama ba? Is that the question?
Yeah, I think meron bang minimum, and then is there a maximum amount you can put into any UITF?
Actually, in terms of minimum for our peso-denominated funds, it's at 1,000 pesos. So, as low as 1,000, you can already participate in the UITF fund offerings na, which should be available, I think, in your investor platform. But for maximum, it will depend on the investor. So, if feeling mo matatag talaga yung paniniwala mo dun sa fund, sky's the limit, I think. As long as you're willing to take the risk.
Yun. Alright. And our next question, ito from Karen. So ito mukhang estudyante pa, so aga mag-start. So ano po ang recommended fund or UITF for students?
So for students, actually we see age kasi as something related to the investment horizon. So if you're the type of person na you want, yung goal mo as a student is para pa sa wedding mo, or for example, kapag magpa-family ka na, you can actually enter in UITFs that offers long-term horizon or capital growth over time. So I would suggest go for UITFs na for long-term horizon kasi mas malaki yung potential returns niya. So yung mga kanina, siguro you can invest in the Global Tech Fund or the Global Consumer Trends Fund. So by the time na 5 years na, malaki na yung capital accumulation niya.
Yun, alright. So we have time for a couple more questions. One from Erwin. So is investing in UITFs a good way to prepare for retirement?
Actually, it will depend on the view of our investors, di ba? Some kasi can see that, investing in direct stocks is a good way to prepare for retirement or investing in direct stocks. So, if yung belief is you're more passive or laid back, kagaya nga ng discussion kanina, it would be okay to diversify your portfolio with some of the UITF funds and prepare for your retirement.
Okay, so we have time for maybe 2 more questions. So one from Rihanna. So question niya is, what are the pros and cons between global multi-asset income and REITs, which both give dividends?
So pros and cons. There's always risk when it comes to investing, di ba, Toma? And kahati. And maybe that's the con of, putting your money into different investment types. And lahat naman yan may risk. Wala namang talagang surefire way. You can know na after 10 years talagang mag-blow up kahit anong investment opportunity pa yan. But then, in terms of REITs and the global multi-asset, I think REITs is what it's putting, if you're just going to put your money into REITs lang, like that's just one asset. But if you put it in a UITF fund na global multi-asset, for example, you get both equity side and the fixed income side. So I think that's the difference between the two.
Yun, alright. And for our final question from Francis. So, tell me, Francis, do you think a short-term trader should also consider investing in a UITF or just have a portion of their account invested for the long term as well?
Yeah, I think if you want to diversify your portfolio as a short-term trader, you can position yourselves in some of the UITF. We do have a peso money market, UITF. So if you're a short-term trader and you want to take parang diversification in your portfolio and just want to try it out for yourself, you can do so.
Yun. Alright, so I think that's a great way to end our Q&A session. But Ericka, before we let you go, to everyone still with us watching live here in the webinar, guys, if you learned something new today, right, if this was able to add value to you, comment naman kayo ng thank you, Ericka. So Ericka, before we officially let you go, do you have any final message for the investor community watching us live tonight?
Yeah, hi guys. So thank you again for inviting us over, and I hope you do your research. Look at your goals before you start investing. It's very happy na ngayon you can just go over your phone and look at the different market updates and then assess from that, kasi talaga before it's so hard, and now it's even more easier for others to participate. For as low as 1,000 you can actually enter na. When I was young, sobrang hirap talaga, but then now it's easier than ever. So remain cautious pa rin, remain informed about the market, and I hope that your investing journey is a good one. Thank you so much.
Yun, grabe, dami nag-thank you. So again, Ericka, on behalf of Team Invest kami ni Kani, we'd like to thank you as well for your time. Of course, thank you din sa ATRAM. So thank you again, Ericka. So Kahane, I believe you still have a segment for us tonight before we officially end. We have 2 more segments before we end everything, right? So Kahane will be showing everyone how we can invest in these UITFs ni ATRAM on the Investa platform. Then afterwards, we are actually going to be giving away a few prizes. So we'll be having a quick game, right? Where we'll be giving away for 5 winners 1,000 pesos worth of ATRAM funds on the Investa app. So spoiler, the game is parang fill in the blanks, right? Based on yung presentation ni Ericka a while ago. So hopefully a lot of us were able to listen very attentively to the presentation. So, but before that, I'd like to give the floor to you, Brother Kahane, so you can show everyone how we can invest, right, in the UITF shared to us by Ericka.
Alright, so share ko na yung slides ko. Okay. Yan. Tapos, ayos ko na yung overlay. Alright. So, this is just gonna be quick. So, maraming napakita na funds kanina na solid from ATRAM. And if you want to invest your money in any of the ATRAM funds discussed, so you can easily do so through the Investa PH platform. So this is an online platform that aims to help Filipinos achieve financial freedom. So we want to make it easier for everyone to invest by making investments more accessible. So kahit gamit mo lang yung phone, madali mo na ma-access yung mga mutual funds mo or yung mga UITF mo. So here, you can buy various mutual funds and UITFs depending on your needs. And whether if you're conservative, aggressive, or if you want to look for funds invested in the global markets, so we have a wide range of assets that you can invest in. And madali na mag-open ng account. So pwede mo tapusin yung buong process inside the comfort of your home. You just need to provide your personal information and of course, prepare kayo ng at least one valid ID. So send mo lang yung digital copy along with a selfie with the ID. Tapos mabaverify na to ng platform namin. And usually parang 1 working day lang yung inaabot para ma-finish yung mga approval. So marami rin tayong cash-in options. You can just choose which one is the easiest for you. And sa platform itself, so kita naman dito, you can quickly check how your portfolio is doing. So pwede mo makita yung value ng port mo and kung ano yung itsura ng P&L graph mo. And again, if you want to check out the funds presented, pati yung UITFs, so they're now available on the Investa PH platform and you can search for them here. So pwede mo tignan yung mga prospectus, yung mga fund facts sheet here along with other info on the mutual funds and UITFs. So kiklik mo lang yung link and mabubuksan mo na yung documents na gusto mo i-check out. So if you're ready to invest, click mo lang yung Invest Now button. Tapos madali lang siya. So you just input the amount you want to buy and that's it. Invested ka na sa fund of choice mo. So if you want to check out our platform, the link is investa.ph and to send na lang namin sa comments down below yung link para sa platform na to. And yeah.
Yun, alright. Thanks for that, Kahane. And if anyone has any questions regarding how to invest in the Investa platform, feel free to comment down below. Kahane can answer it for everyone. But before we officially end, we have... Kahane, may pinaplay ka ba music? We have a quick... Meron ba? We have a... meron, okay. Pwede ka mag-unmute, bro. We have a quick game for everyone. No? So, it will be... And again, it will be 5 questions. And then, you can head over to this site, right? So, www.investa.ph to invest in the UITFs of ATRAM and also in the mutual fund of ATRAM as well. So fill in the blanks, no, based on Ericka's presentation. First person to answer will win 1,000 pesos worth of ATRAM funds on the Investa app game. So Kahane, let's start with the first one. So guys, paunahan na lang mag-comment. So pop up na lang, Kahane.
Alright, yes.
So blank is a pool of investments funded by various investors which are managed by professional fund managers from a trust entity and are invested in a mix of securities. Ano po yung sagot? Kani, sure ka may music ka? Weird to pag walang music kahit lo-fi. May music, okay. So guys, first person to comment, there we go, from Eugene Uy. Correct ka dyan, sir. Sagot niya UITF. Kani, ano ba yung tamang sagot?
Tama, UITF.
Tama. UITF. So Eugene Uy, commenter from Facebook. Boss Eugene, can you message us right on our Facebook page so we can reach out to you? Hopefully yan yung totoo mo name, pero ayun, just message us so we can help you get your 1K from ATRAM worth of ATRAM funds, right? So next, our second question or second statement or second phrase na dapat tulahan niyo yung fill in the blank. So blank aims to achieve long-term capital appreciation by investing in technology-centered companies, right? So hint, it's one of the funds na diniscuss ni Ericka. So first person to comment will win 1,000 pesos worth of ayan. So we have our first comment from Cyron Jade Panuncio. So global technology. Right? So tama naman. Right? Correct ka dyan. ATRAM Global Technology Fund. Congrats. Panalo ka ng 1,000 pesos worth of ATRAM funds. So third, pwede na pala akong party host ka. So next is blank is the fund that seeks to achieve long-term capital growth by investing in companies that cater to the needs of consumers. So again, another ATRAM fund. So first to comment. There we go. We have our...
Ayun, tama.
Yep. We have our comment from GG. So, consumer trends. So, yan, tama. Our answer is ATRAM Consumer Trends Fund. So, congrats GG. Again, sa mga nagko-comment from YouTube, we can't reach out to you there. So, kindly message us lang sa Facebook page namin. So, proof na lang na kayo yun. Ikaw si GG. So, kaya lang ma-verify din namin. So, ayun. Next, second to the last. Again, another fund. So, first to comment. So, blank is the fund that seeks income and long-term capital growth by investing in global debt, securities, and equities. So, first to answer. Wala pa sumasagot ah. Wala pa, no?
Wala pa. Ayun.
So, si Cyron ulit. Cyron, since nakaisa ka na, nakaisa Cyron, diba? Let's give chance to others. So, ang next na bagong viewer na sumagot ng tamang sagot. Right, so let's give chance to others. Tayo, open para everyone has a chance to win. If meron pang magko-comment na hindi pa nananalo, we'll give mga 10 more seconds. Ayan, so we have our comment from class SSS, right? So the answer is correct. May onting typo lang pero tama. Global Multi-Asset Fund of ATRAM. And for our final fill in the blank, Kahani, ikaw naman. Parang...
Alright, so last question natin. So I think most of us should know this. So yeah.
Basahin mo.
Ay, basahin ka ba? Sige, sorry. So this is deploying capital to projects or activities that are expected to generate a positive financial return over time.
Yun, so hint, this is a verb.
Yep.
Di siya fund. So this is the act of deploying capital to projects or activities or assets, right, that are expected to generate a positive financial return over time. It's something that we are all probably doing. If not, it's something that we should all start doing ASAP. So, no answers yet. We'll give maybe another 15 to 20 seconds. If walang sumagot, sa amin mapupunta ni Kahane. Joke lang.
Patian natin, no?
Alright, going once. No wild guesses. It's a verb. Boss Mark, it's a verb. Verb form yan. Verb form. Una sumagot ng verb form. Blank is deploying capital to projects or activities that are expected to generate a positive financial return over time. So ito, gusto ko makuha yung exact word.
Ayun.
Meron na? Teka, nanalo na si Boss Eugene Uy eh. Ayan, ito si Puka the Billionaire. Correct ka dyan, sir. The answer is investing. Alright, so yun, I think that's our final course. So again, all of the winners, I believe, are people who commented in YouTube. So again, to all of our winners, please message the Investigram's Facebook page and please show proof na account niyo yun, yung pinang-comment dun sa YouTube. So just need to verify it, of course. And then we'll help you guys get your 1,000 pesos worth of ATRAM funds. And yeah, I think that's a great way to end this 1 hour webinar, or a little less than 1 hour. So again, before we end, we'd like to thank our partners over at ATRAM for helping us make investing more accessible to every Filipino. So again, if you guys want to invest in ATRAM's mutual funds or ATRAM's UITFs for the long term, you can head over to investa.ph. And if you have any questions, of course, feel free to message us. And for our final message, a pinakamagandang message, I would like to give the floor to Kahane. Bro, ano yung final message mo for everyone before we end?
Alright, so final message siguro. Check out nyo guys yung mga ATRAM funds. So if ever na hesitant kayo to like invest for the long term, I guess something to recommend to everyone is that even the greatest traders invest for the long term. So marami akong kilala na malulupit na pero nag-i-invest pa rin sa MF, sa mga UITF. Because alam nila na at the end of the day, if ever the rainy season comes, if ever bad times come, yun yung parang nagiging safety net ng karamihan ng mga tao. So with that, balik ko lang si Toma for his own final words. Ayaw na bumalik to Toma. So
yun, okay guys, thank you. And again, enjoy. Happy Friday. Enjoy the rest of your weekends. Again, Kahane said it best, diba? So, and to add on to that, investing, someone asked a while ago, do you only invest, if you're a short-term trader, should you consider investing in long-term funds? Yes. Diba kasi, ba't nagbubo sa comment? Kasi iba-iba naman talaga yung purpose, right? So, it really depends, and at the end of the day, it really depends on you. It really depends on your circumstances. But I guess for me and Kahane, people who are primarily short-term traders, now that we've been in the markets for about half a decade, no? For about 5 years now that we've been in the markets for a while, we now understand the importance then investing for the long term, not just always short-term trading, whether it's for yourself, your family, or for whatever financial goal you have. It's always a good idea to set aside something pang long term, no? So again, that's a great way to end everything. Kahane, thank you again, Ericka, and our partners over at ATRAM. Maraming salamat po. And again, if you want to invest in these funds, go to investa.ph, and that's it for us. We're going to be going live again actually this Sunday with Berio and Matt Flores, and mas trading na yung pag-uusapan doon. Hopefully, we can see you guys there. We'll be commenting on our takes on the market and how we've been staying afloat despite the bear market. So yeah, see you guys on Sunday. And maraming salamat to everyone who tuned in tonight, and congratulations again to all of our winners. So yeah, with that, I think Kahane, we can end the stream. Thanks guys, and good night,
everyone.
happy weekend.
Good night. Have a happy weekend.
All right.